I bought a house last year, we did some renovating, and I pretty recently moved in, but I realized that I haven't actually shown you guys much of the finished renovations. I was showing you a lot of like planning and in progress stuff, but then we moved in and like everything was a mess, so I kind of wanted to sort it out first, and then there was a hurricane and it kind of just like slipped my mind to make a finished sort of video. So today I thought I might show you the finished kitchen, because the very first thing that I did when I bought the house was like turn to The Sims to try and figure out my plans for it. And I made an entire video on the kitchen, like using the game to sort of decide what I wanted to change and how I wanted it to look. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to sort of revisit that now with the kitchen finished. So if you want to see that first video to compare, I'm gonna link that down below for you. I hope you understand, but I don't really want to show you the listing photos of the like original kitchen, but I will make it in The Sims quickly just to give you an idea. The scale is always super weird in The Sims. This is like way too big, but hopefully you get the idea. Okay, so basically originally the kitchen was like kind of a little tiny square. There was a wall right here. There was a little archway so you could walk through it. And there was also, unfortunately, a big, huge pipe like right here going through the middle of the wall. The stove was like right here and they had the microwave above it. You can't really do that in The Sims because it has to be placed on a counter. Let me like place it on one and then size the counter down just so you can get the idea. This is what it looked like before, minus the mini floating counter. There was also a little pantry right here, and this really should be smaller. It should probably be like on the half tile maybe instead. This is way too big, but it was kind of like diagonally in the corner there. And then we had the fridge on this side, and there's another archway like into the hallway right there. This is not to scale either. This room is also a lot smaller. There's like a breakfast nook right here. And this part is kind of what I'm not super sure how to recreate, but basically there was like a little peninsula island part that came out like this. Maybe it was more angled this way. I'm struggling to remember like exactly how it was angled, but it was kind of like this. There was a sink in the middle of that and then a dishwasher next to it. Okay, there was also just one cabinet here, so you can tell the scale is kind of off, but this was basically how the kitchen originally was. And then over here is like the front door and the living room. It's not quite shaped like this, but just to give you an idea of like what the space is. Also important to note is that through this little archway, this is where the garage and the bathroom and laundry and stuff is, there's also a little closet right here. So when I was thinking about like what I wanted to do to the kitchen, I really badly wanted to have like a big island. This was more of a peninsula and it was also like a little bit small. And I was really hoping this wall could be gone so that I could kind of reorient the kitchen a little bit. This is a terrible photo, but it's one of the like earliest mid-demo pictures I could find. But you can kind of see in this where that wall used to be, like right here, and where that pipe is. We had to move this pipe over to the left. Here's a better like wide photo of the whole room. You can see they built the wall back out a tiny bit just to like the depth of the cabinets, and they put that pipe in there. You can also see in the ceiling here like where that wall used to be. You can also see they filled back in that hole and ran plumbing and electrical for the island right here. Okay, so me removing this pantry was very controversial. You can kind of see the outline of where it used to be on the ceiling there, but I really wanted to have like a right angle for cabinets, and I knew I was gonna have some cabinet space for pantry storage. And I also have this closet right here that is a huge amount of pantry storage, so I wasn't really worried about it. I would way rather have the right angle and like more counter space and cabinets. In this picture, you can see all of the holes are fixed, the drywall's all repaired, it's big smooth wall again. This is where the oven and microwave are, and then I've got like a slide-in stove right here, and then the island right here is gonna have the sink and the dishwasher. This is like the kitchen plan, like the design for all of the cabinets and everything. So we've got a pantry cabinet right here, we have the fridge, the oven. This right here is my lovely, huge, controversial corner counter. We centered the stove on this wall and we're gonna put like a range hood above it. The island is enormous. You can see it's like two sets of cabinets back to back. This is the sink and then this is the dishwasher. We have like two spice racks on either side of the fridge. We have a trash can right here in this cabinet. It took a very long time to finish the kitchen. We had a bunch of delays with the cabinets. It was partially because of COVID and like timelines just being longer, but also one of the cabinets showed up broken twice. And the problem is you've got the entire kitchen riding on these cabinets. You can't put the countertops in till the cabinets are in. You can't do the backsplash till you have the countertops. So it just took ages waiting for this stupid cabinet to get replaced. The replacement cabinet took longer to get than the original cabinets in the first place, but luckily everything was finally in, the kitchen was finished, and this is what it looks like now, like actually finished and being lived in. I think it's so cool to like go back and look at the old photos and compare it to this finished kitchen. You can kind of see a little bit of the corner of that tiny wall we had to build out. There's basically a wall on the side of this cabinet where that pipe ended up moving to, but originally this wall came all the way out to like right here where this bar stool kind of is. So there was a wall like right here, maybe at the end of this cabinet, but now standing here in front of the sink, you can just see the entire living room. I am obsessed with the color of these cabinets. That was like the main thing that I wanted, was to have like a sagey green sort of kitchen. I know it's like really trendy, but I just love the color green. I would probably have everything in the entire house house be green. I'd paint like all of the walls green. I just really like the color green. And I love this like sort of soft green that it is. This island is so huge. I've never had this much like cabinet or counter space in my entire life, because even this part right here behind the bar stools is like cabinets I can actually open. So I put a lot of my like big dishes back there, like the serving bowls and things that I don't use all the time. I literally have nothing in these two cabinets above the fridge and oven, partially because I can't reach them, but also because I've got so much room to grow. This is really and truly like the biggest dream come true. I am obsessed with my kitchen. So now I want to try and build this finished kitchen in The Sims. Let me just delete these cabinets because they are not there anymore. Also delete these walls because they are not there anymore. I don't really know what cabinets to use because this one is kind of the right color, but this one is also green but has the right countertops. Oh, speaking of countertops, I didn't even talk about them. We put in quartz countertops. They're like mostly white with a little bit of speckling in them. I was trying to zoom in to show you and I just noticed that Dan moved the soap to take the picture. We usually have like dish soap and hand soap right here, but he was like really quick cleaning, trying to get pictures for the video because obviously I'm not going to show you a messy kitchen. It needs to look pristine, and I didn't even notice that he moved the soap. We could have left the soap. They're not going to judge us for having dish soap on the counter. Anyway, I think I'll use these. It's the wrong color, but the vibes are similar. I'm pretty sure I used these as like the best match last time. This feels like it's the wrong size. I think because it really needs to be like that big, but unfortunately it is The Sims and we are stuck on this grid system. In the same way that this is maybe supposed to be like that big as well. This is all just too big, whatever. It is fine. I will gladly accept this giant Sims kitchen. So we have the fridge right here, and then next to it there's like a stacked oven and microwave. You can kind of see it right here. And this, by the way, is the cabinet that showed up broken twice. It's basically like one big giant piece. There's like a top cabinet and a drawer down here, and then like a hole for the appliances to go in. And the first time it was like totally busted, so they had to send it back and then order a replacement. The replacement took like 2 months to show up, and then when that one came, it was also broken. Not broken as bad, it was like visual damage in the back, but you're paying a lot of money for this cabinet, and they've given it to me broken twice. But this specific cabinet caused like a 3-month delay of the kitchen being finished. Oh my god, it's fine. I love you. You're beautiful, but it's a little bit ridiculous. I don't really know how to do this. I'm pretty sure when I did it last year, I just like raised up an oven to symbolize that it was there. This one might be a bit better, but you can like see the cabinet behind it. This makes more sense though, because it at least has like the 2 doors, because ours is like a microwave and then the oven below it. So this feels like kind of similar. And then we also have that pantry cabinet on the other side of it. The scale is also off over here because this cabinet is like skinny. I guess it's kind of hard to tell the scale in this, but this cabinet is not as wide as these cabinets are. So again, I would like to place things on half tiles, but it's fine. I will gladly take a giant Sims kitchen. I am not complaining. Oh, that is extremely annoying. Look at that. The regular cabinets are a little bit smaller than the pantry cabinets are. I guess that's because the pantry cabinet is the same depth as the island, but it's really weird when you've got like 2 of them like this. Okay, well, this is sort of what it looks like. We have like a hood above the stove as well. Okay, I don't really know how to properly achieve the scale of this because there's way more walking space than this. And I guess this doorway is supposed to be like there because it's like right next to the cabinets. Okay, well, these can kind of like come out a little bit then. I think in real life, it's sort of more like this. Like I kind of layered them on top of each other a little bit. How do the chairs fit? Oh, that's totally fine. Okay, well, I've got a sink right here, which is annoyingly clipping a little bit in game. So it's still a bit smaller, but not visually clipping as much. I do also have a dishwasher right here. Okay, I feel like this is also way too big. Like I need to scoot everything over or something, so it's maybe clipping a little bit, but then I can't have the wall here. This corner is just like not 2 cabinets wide. It might even be like that much. It's not a huge space. No, that's too small. Maybe it is like that. I keep my air fryer right here, which we also don't have in The Sims. This is a lot harder to make in The Sims than I thought it was gonna be. I don't even know what bar stools to use. I feel like these are maybe sort of similar in color, but not really in style. I can never find the like right shade of wood flooring either. I always use this one. I think this is maybe a bit warmer and maybe a little bit lighter. And the planks are also wider than this, but it's fine. It gets the point across. Above the island, I have like 2 glass pendants. Looking at all of these Sims lights, I'm realizing that literally none of them match. These ones are glass, but they're not the same style. This one feels closer in style, but they're like gold. The metal part of mine is black. We also have like black hardware on all the doors. These Sims cabinets have no hardware, so I guess that's nice. I guess we don't need to worry about that not matching. I want a prettier archway. I feel like this one looks a little bit better. I keep my cat's food right here. And then her water is like by the sliding glass door over here. Okay, I have like an adorable little runner in the kitchen. It does not look anything like this, but I like the colors on this. This photo does not look right at all. It looks beige. In real life, it's got some beige, but it also has like little blue and green fibers in it. I guess you can maybe see like where there would be color and tell how it just doesn't look right in the photo, but it's got a lot of really pretty greens that look like the cabinets. So it looks really nice there. I bought it from Target. It does not have leaves on it, but this will do. I think I'll put a little microwave right here to sort of symbolize the air fryer. We've got a kettle right here. I also have a toaster, but we don't have any of those. Maybe I will use a popcorn maker instead. We can use this popcorn maker to imply that I have a toaster. I have some cute decor too. I've got like a little plant. I have a fruit bowl. It doesn't fit with that thing. Maybe I could use this bread basket instead because then I can have my fruit bowl and my toaster. There. You get it. You can tell what I'm trying to go for with this. Oh my god. And the same problem that I had last time is that there is no like vertical stacked tile in The Sims. This tile just doesn't exist. Well, okay, I guess that has sort of similar vibes, but I don't want that part. I don't want that part. A lot of it is also like plain white, but the real tile that I have kind of has some variation in color. So maybe this is a better example of it because this also has some variation in color. It's just not the same style at all. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to tell from the picture, but this is sort of more similar to the actual shape of the house. There's a sliding glass door here out to the patio, and then we have like the living room. This is kind of like the hallway into my bedroom, and then over here is the front door. All of the round tables are like way too little. I guess we do have some bigger ones, but like this one is probably too big. Honestly, that might be really similar. Here's the real table like more up close. So this Sims one kind of works. Okay, and then I also have those black chairs, but a lot of these are like not the same style because it's sort of similar, but this is a lot more traditional looking. Okay, I don't really know about those, but I sort of like the vibes. Maybe it gets the point across. Oh, if this one was in all black, that would be really good. But why? There's not a black swatch, it's just wood. These are like patio chairs, but the vibes are kind of similar. Neither of the plants in that picture are real. In fact, they are both from Target. The picture on the wall is also from Target. I feel like the picture kind of looks like that. Well, not really, but it's fine. It gets the point across. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that we had that light. That is so pretty. I should use that more. Not for this, but just like in general. Okay, and the rug is like kind of a light gray color, but it's got a little bit of texture to it. I feel like that will probably do. I painted all of the walls in here white. It's more of like a creamy white than this, but this will work. Okay, maybe I should like fill in this little hallway space so it looks less empty too, because then when you're looking at it from down here, it doesn't look so sad. But that is my entire kitchen finished and built in The Sims. I'm gonna link that video where I planned it before we actually did it down below. I think it's kind of fun to like go back and hear my thought process and then see what it actually ended up looking like. Thank you for letting me just sit here and ramble about my kitchen for a while. This is like truly the biggest dream come true, and obviously I would never be able to do this if I didn't have you guys watching my YouTube videos, so thank you. Seriously, I love you. Thank you. And if you want to see some more like house related content, I'll link a playlist for you down below too. I've done quite a few like designing my bedroom in The Sims type of things, and a lot of those have like more finished product type of photos. But with that, I'm gonna end this one right here. So thank you for watching. Have the best rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. What do I title this video? Do I say like building my real kitchen in The Sims? Or do I just like make it about the renovation? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I guess when you see this, I better have figured it out.